on first down. It's Turner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Herbert. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On second down now, it's Turner. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Turner. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The handoff, it's Eckler, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Herbert has it knocked free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The 20, 10, touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Turner. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert being chased out left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched it. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Eckler, they run left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Getting this into the hands of Turner. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you got 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He finds his man, complete. That's Turner. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd down now, it's Turner, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 39. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 36, Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
On 3rd down, it's Turner. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running right through it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Turner. And some room to run now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
95 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things are kind of getting ugly as